So if you want to go mid B on cache or split mid B, like from B and from mid, there are two ways to do that. You obviously need to go through mid, and to do that safely, I would advise you to use these two smokes in mid, the crisscross smokes as they're called. And depending on the CT's economy, you can either do them fast or slow, like mid-round or just in the early stages of the round. Because if the CTs have a good economy, they will just nade into mid, like when running out of connector. There's probably one guy who smokes, then just nades, then goes close mid. And you will obviously eat that nade. So if you want to go fast, just line up on this wall, fire in the middle, right there. Throw the first one, then, well, throw the second one, just the same way. Again, line up beneath these 2 points, right in the middle, and there you have your smoke wall. So the only thing left in mid is the close corners, probably this one, there. So you need a good pop flash for it. The good thing about these smokes is you can just do the flashbang the same way.
I'm throwing a flashbang.
And I would advise you to flash it twice, because after the CT who is standing close, if he's standing close, here's the smokes go off, he will most likely stand anti-flash, waiting for one flashbang, then he turns around. He will not expect the second flashbang most of the time, because people tend to flash it this way.
Throwing a flashbang.
Flashing and running out with it. And there's obviously pop, but with the pop flash from here, there will not be any pop here. It's just a pop flash which does not bounce off anything. This mid push consists of 2 players, this one and this one, and one of them can stay right when he right after he smokes. He will flash his teammate out mid. So your mid guy will wait now, one of these two, and wait for his teammate to pop flash him out. Teammate pop flashes him out, checks this corner, jiggles it, checks this corner, and beneath boost. This will look like that now. I failed the left smoke, I'm sorry. It's waiting, and peeks, checks beneath boost. And then he goes, I know I failed this one. Then he goes beneath vents, flashes to the short, the short guy's blind, and then he can go into checkers. So that's the first part. A second variation of the push is from there, actually quite easy. Go into this corner, aim right in the middle for that, and aim right there for the other one. You can throw the same flashbang again. These are the same smokes. Whatever one you prefer you can use. And now to the B guys. B guys can either, if they have a fast spawn, he can run into Toxic or Sunroom, I don't know what it is, what you call it. And he can just lurk around. He should not peek so the CTs don't have an idea if there is one or not. So another thing which I like to do is put one guy towards A door and have 2 people only in front of B, because it works with like 3 people as well if the mid guy commits towards B as well. So you have then one guy towards door. He can be a bit annoying on A, like opening the door, falling a bit back, going into this corner, spraying towards A. case there's a CT holding who also wants to spray him. And then he can fake A by going into this corner, aiming right there, and running forward with the smoke. It will go perfectly into a short smoke. And he can then flash out. For this guy on site. Then if he jiggled upper, remember the smoke is still up. He jiggles upper, checks forklift. You can even nade forklift. You can then flash out and check MBK, because this flash will flash MBK. Or he doesn't have to commit, he just throws this smoke, flashes out once, fail flash, flashes out once, flashes out twice, and runs away towards mid, and then can hold the vents push from mid, like the late vents push behind his teammates. Then, as soon as the guys run out mid and into checkers, now one guy should line up the molotov right at the right eye, and where these two cross mollies, and then he flashes into checkers, so that the close checkers guy is flashed if he's holding vents or something, so that the vents guy from mid can run out and has checkers control now. If you do not want to pop flash into checkers like this, because you will be open if there is an AWP or a good rifle waiting for you, you can also line up on this wall and bounce it off this corner. The problem with this corner is you have to literally aim next to it with your crosshair when standing right there. Because if you don't, if you aim at the edge of it, the flashbang will bounce back on you. So you have to literally aim to the right of it, run with it, and you will have a good pop flash into checkers again. You can check this corner either by a guy who mollies it, or you can hard check it yourself. Then another guy from B, which should have his smoke left, just smoke CT. Oh, that's a bad smoke, sorry. And smokes upper. If you want to smoke up, you can just nade it, molotov it. Yeah, whatever. And remember that the headshot is still molotov. I think it should look like this then. Again, only headshot, flash your teammate into checkers, and now you smoke CT. If you want to smoke up, you can smoke upper as well, or just nade it, or molotov it, I don't care. So yeah, then you have like at least 3 guys towards B who can check the site and stuff. I would advise one guy from B main to run out and stand close. So if there's one guy still on default, which should not be the case since the molotov will be right around here. No. Right around there actually. Yeah, which molly default, but he can only be right there then. He should see an elbow or something sticking out. And the other guys will just go around here. If there's upper smoked, you can obviously run up the slope and check it. Otherwise I would advise you to go through headshot and check the whole site. And then one guy just jumps on B. You gotta be careful because you have to cross. Just plants for checkers or something, and yeah, then you have a good B plant. Remember the other guy who smokes out, who flashes out his teammate in mid.
Throw in a flashbang.
He can then either lurk in mid, like waiting for the vents push from the CTs. If there is a CT standing close to the smoke and he wants to back rape your teammate, you can either still wait in mid, or you can commit with your teammate in case they have usually a lot of checkers presence. And that's pretty much a good B execute, like a mid B split. There's one more thing. If you know that the CT's economy is like really bad, and they tend to only play one mid, like towards connector, you can have one guy with, I would advise him to play either a Tech 9 or even a P9 would be fine. He just runs there, the lines up right there, like throws a smoke, flashes himself out, checks his left corner, there might be one CT holding already, and then jumps towards vents, flashes himself short, and you're gonna need like 4 guys to speed then already, and the person who runs mid has to have a fast spawn, like probably right around here. That's pretty much how you go mid B on cash.